Hi, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my page, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. My name is Ginger, and thank you for joining me this morning on my segment with the live sales and crafting down south group. If you are watching this part of the broadcast, you're more than likely watching the replay, so please hashtag replay. I would love to know that you were here. So welcome. We're going to get back to our Patriotic Nutcracker. Fortunately, I was able to snag some of these both personally, and my dear friend Jolene picked some up for me when she was at a random Walmart, not in my area. So anyway, this is what we have. It was, of course, all red. We've used glitter foam sheets and actual glitter. We've got some fur trim. We're gonna start doing his hat, and I just wanted to go ahead and get that done before we start, because the flocking and the glitter will make a mess on my table. So we're gonna work on the top of his hat. So this clay is from TCT Crafts. I am not sure, she had a huge sale a couple of months ago. I bought a whole bunch, and I don't know if it's because she's not gonna sell clay anymore, but anyway, I do like it, with the exception of the storage of the bags. It's a little big this direction, so it's a little bit harder to fit them all into my drawer, whereas like Wreaths of Joy, Glitz and Glue, Bows, their bag is a little bit bigger, and so the clay lays a little flatter. But other than that, it is great. Now, I am not seeing comments again. This happened to me yesterday. So let's see. I'm gonna pull it up on my device. Yep, there's lots of people here. I can't tell over on my screen. Good morning, Eliza. Hola, hola. I got your message. I am so sorry. As soon as I get off, I will take care of that. Heidi, good morning. Yeah, so today is going to be, so Thursdays are going to be my work day as far as packing, shipping, invoicing. So today, all invoices from my orders will be sent out. Of course, this is going to pick up every little funky thing on my table. White clay is great for that. Good morning, Alyssa. Hey, Albert. Good morning, Tisha. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Tammy and Heidi. Let's see. This is very nice, soft clay. I love the feeling of it. Hi, Maricela. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. And Tammy, again, Facebook wants to let me know that Tammy is watching. Okay, so let's just, I like to knead my clay, number one, for my hands, for sure. And I feel like it reduces, I don't really ever get air bubbles in it when I knead my clay. That's just what works for me. I don't really have cracks ever. I don't know if it has anything to do with the way that I knead, but I never have cracks or separation when I knead it, or air bubbles. Like I don't think I've ever popped an air bubble ever in clay. And I know that that tends to be something that some people deal with. Okay, we're gonna make a cupcake on the top of this little guy's head. And like I said, I'm doing this first because it's white, and because the more that I touch this, hi Margarita, good to have you here. The more that I touch this, the more flocking, hi Marianne, the more flocking that falls onto my table. Okay, so I do want a pretty big, we're gonna do a cupcake or an ice cream. I'm not really sure what it's gonna end up being on the top of his head. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these 3-inch balls that I got from Hobby Lobby at the end of last season. Hi, Coily girl. Okay. I've got knives down here. They're not knives. They're craft room tools. And I'm just going to cut this in half. Now this is going to give some structure to our ice cream, cupcake, whatever. Hey Shelby, good morning, good morning. Hi Christy, hi Rita, hi Mary Ann. I am so sorry, my comments, so I record with one device, but it doesn't always show comments. I'm not really sure why. Facebook tends to, an ice cream cupcake, yes. Oh, yes, Marianne, I did see that. Since I've been back, I've been a little behind on my messages. Okay, I just vacuumed in here and that just made a big mess. Bummer. That's okay. We'll clean it up. Let's wait. Like, let's be real. Not really sure. I know. So I was out last week. I was on a vacation with my grandsons, my daughter, my husband. So I'm going to cut out a little bit of the center because of this little portion on the top of his hat. And all this is going to do is it's just going to give me a little base to wrap my clay around. Yeah, we're going to have to get the vacuum back out here. But that's okay. Hi, Tina. And it doesn't have to go all the way down. Get a little bit more. I just want a little bit more structure. I think it is time. So I live here in Houston, Texas. My craft room is not connected to my main house. It's off of, it's a conversion from our garage. And so my air conditioning situation is always a work in progress, but I think it's time for me to bring the portable air conditioner out here. Okay, that's going to be enough. So basically what I'm going to do, we're going to pop some hot glue in the center of this, which I accidentally left on last night. Okay, let's just give this a chance. Hello, Heidi. Good morning, Tina. Okay. Okay, we got that going on. Now, I'm trying to think of how much clay I need to roll out. I already have a little bit of flocking on this. Hi, Stacy. How are you feeling, sweetheart? Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's get rid of... So we're going to do a really big worm. Hi, Alyssa. Good morning, good morning. And my dear friend Teresa with Flowertown Crafts inspired me. I had like an old dress curve that was this kind of like plexiglass. And Tina, I did. Today I am working on all of, I haven't responded to anyone's messages. Excuse me, I left my live and I was pretty much gone all day. But today is Thursdays are going to be my packing and shipping day. So I want this long enough. Let's see how much clay I'm going to need. I probably will need this whole thing. Good morning, Sam. So this trick with the plexiglass. Now I want that it's not plexiglass. It's like, it's plastic. Hi, Christy. I want this a continuous piece, so it's going to take me a second to get it rolled out, and then I will go back and get all of the little lines and creases once I realize how long I'm gonna need it. Probably don't need all that. This clay is very nice. I do like it. Feels almost like marshmallow. They are, aren't they? Okay, let's see. If I do this, yeah, I'm gonna need this whole piece. Good morning, Robin. I don't like that I'm gonna have to do it in one continuous piece, just because it's a lot to manage. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, no, I did get it. I mean, I saw it come across. I have not even opened my messenger yesterday. So I had a bunch of errands to run. And then I got home and we have Bible study here at our house every other Wednesday night. You know what we're gonna do? Good morning, Pamela. Not loving this section right here. So let's hope that comes in a spot that I can attach. I will use the Vaseline trick to rub out, once I get it on there, any fingerprints, any marks. I want it pretty consistent. Okay, and we're gonna start with our ice cream in the back. Let's get some glue. Oh no. Okay. I pulled it out and the lid was not on it. I thought maybe, but the lid just stuck to the bottom. So I made this cute little jar to put my glue in. Okay. Hi, Tanya, how are you? This, I guess, evening for you, morning for us here on in America. If it drips down a little bit, which I just had a drip, that is okay because I'm going to be glittering the hat, the hat portion. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the back. Sorry, now I've got some glue on my hands. Let's rub that off. I know, isn't he fun? So I think I will, after today, I will need one more week with him. I will probably put a layer of white snowy glitter on this. So I'm I want to be careful, but I'm not going to stress out too much. Okay, let's hope that this is enough. Hi, Candy. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I hope that you are doing well. Thanks for joining. We are doing this Patriotic Nutcracker. We are making a cupcake ice cream sort of top for him. Kind of like a swirled soft serve. Okay, we're gonna need more, which is a bummer, but good news is none of my seams have landed in the front. So that is good news. Oh, that is so fun, Jenna. Hi, Trina. That is super fun. My grandkids have not started kindergarten yet. That's still a couple years away. Yeah, they are. So the Nutcrackers are definitely a not a quick and easy craft. There's usually a lot to them. Hi, Jill. We've had lots of friends do them lots and lots and lots of different ways. I've done so many. I think I have now too much clay. Hi, Teresa. It's not going to be enough. Gosh, I'm so hard to judge. Probably don't need that much. So I will give the lineup for today. We have a full day of crafting. So when I get a break here, I will definitely let y'all know. I know Michelle with Crafty Ma'am is on up after me. I feel like I was out of town all last week. I feel so behind on watching all my friends. Okay, like I said, I want this all the same. I think this is enough. I think so. Gosh, I hope it's enough, guys. Okay, we're going to attach again. Need to refill my glue. I think that somehow I was meant to be 2 inches taller. And somehow it just didn't happen. Okay, I want to make sure my front looks really good. help a girl out here. There we go. Okay, this kind of fell a little bit. I'm going to put a tiny piece of clay behind that. That could have been a little, there we go. Okay, and then when we get to our top, a little trick to get the top, we want it to have like a little whoop. So we're gonna, as we turn it, we're gonna twist. And it's gonna give us that little kind of dollop. A tiny bit more clay behind it. So I'm going to fill in okay, now we're going to take we're just going to kind of take our hands, a little whoop whoop, yep. And I'm not loving it, so we're gonna fix it. But I'm gonna take the palms of my hands and be really, really careful. I wanna smush and shape so that all my layers mesh together and then also mesh against the ball underneath, so that I get like a really good tight adhesion. Like I said, I don't like the little swirl there. We're gonna fix that. Okay, let me go grab my so I have a big thing of Vaseline. I do use this as like a beauty product. I put it on my skin, in my hair, not in my hair, sorry, on my legs. I feel like part of the texture of our skin is just, it needs to be moisturized. So basically I'm just gonna take this on my hands. I'm gonna rub out any kind of like inconsistencies that I'm seeing. This will not change the color of your clay. It just gives a little bit of moisture that helps rub out some of those lines that we got from rolling, from touching, from attaching. So we're gonna fix, with some Vaseline, I'm gonna fix that little swirly twirly up there. Again, I think I am gonna put white glitter all over this once it is dry. Okay, now I'm gonna take Vaseline in my fingers and we're gonna fix that little whirly thing so that it push down and then twirl up. Of course, I have flocking on my hands. Okay, let's make sure that the back looks good. The nice thing is I like to use like coconut oil and Vaseline in my craft room. And then to get it off my hands, I just rub it on my legs. Okay, so there we are. There is our either a cupcake or a soft serve ice cream cone. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. But either way, it's probably going to be a cupcake because we're going to turn this into like the base. Okay, let's get rid of some of this. I'm going to put it on my legs. Hi, Amanda. Let's see if yeah, I am again not seeing comments. So frustrating. There we go. Yeah, now, okay, it's back. Man, I missed so many. Okay, here we go. I know. So I ended up getting some of them at Walmart, half off the end of the season. And I had ordered some at the beginning of the season. I know, Robin, it's a struggle, isn't it, to keep up with everything? Hey, Sam. I know. So Candy's sister, Angie, does amazing nutcrackers, but she makes great faces on the nutcrackers where I tend to just leave their face plain with no eyes and mouth and beards and all that. I just kind of take a more, because I'm not quite as good at making the faces, but Angie is like so fabulous at it. Good morning, Shelby. Thank you, Robin. I'm now just catching up. Good morning, Wendy. My friend Wendy is here in the house. I hope she's still here because I'm so behind. There we go. Having trouble with the comments. I'm not seeing them. Okay, so let's let this dry. Quit touching. I want to get rid of some of this Vaseline. It is great on your legs. Okay, now we're going to do a tiny bit of trim. So now is obviously the time. I believe so. If you haven't heard from me by the end of today, hey Lydia, then let me know. Today is my my invoicing and shipping day. Okay, so I got this last year. I believe it was Hobby Lobby, or was it Michael's? Doesn't really say where it was from. Probably Michael's. Oh, and Wendy's here. Both Wendy's are here. So I'm going to take this cording and we're going to make the trim around his boots. Y'all, I am so sorry if I miss comments. Comments are not showing up. Every once in a while, I'll get a random comment. Okay, so I'm taking my hot glue gun and we're just going to run it along the edge of this fur. Kind of finish that off. So I think when you're doing these nutcrackers, it comes to life in the trims and the notions that you put on, and all those little small details. Yeah, I mean, it does help. put some of that moisture back in, and it alleviates the like the fingerprints. Okay, there's the trim on the top of the boot. Now we're going to put the trim on the bottom. Hi, Joan. How are you? Now I will be sealing all this glitter so that there won't be the shed. Now this weekend I will be putting up all of my Patriotic decor. So I am super excited about that. I still have most of my spring decor up. I will do probably a video home tour of that, and then take it all down and work on this Memorial Day, getting all of my Patriotic items up. Hi, Julie. How are you? What, Shelby? You have poison ivy? That does not sound comfortable. I've had poison ivy once as a little girl. And I actually was playing out in the woods, went to the bathroom, and got poison ivy. I was probably like 8 years old. Okay, so there we are. There is the trim around the boot, fur. We've got his little ice cream cone head. I'm gonna glitter this, and I'm now a little leery to do that while this is still wet, because it might take on some of that glitter. So let's see, where else do we want to put this trim? We're gonna actually put it along the edge down here, and I've got some ribbons. I feel like this little guy is eventually going to get lots and lots of sparkly bling. I feel like this is going to make his make this look a little bit more like a cupcake. So this will be red. We're going to glitter this as well. The Nutcracker is styrofoam. Yeah, so these are the Nutcrackers that Walmart had. They, at the time, they were $25, regular price. But these went on clearance after Christmas, and I snagged a couple. And then my dear friend, Jolene, snagged me a couple. Okay. Where are we? It is, oh wow, 7:40. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's see what other ribbon we've got. Okay, this is shedding everywhere. I feel like before I move on, I definitely need to seal some of this because it is making a huge mess. This away. Yeah, I want to glitter more of him, but I did this so that it wouldn't get flocking on it, and now I'm afraid I am going to end up getting glitter on it. So I feel like I need to let that dry, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to, well, let's add, where is, let's add these. Let's finish out his shoulders. We can go ahead and do this arm. So I'm going to use a ribbon for his little shoulders and cuffs. And we're going to put some macarons on his shoulders so we can make those really quick. So his arms and his legs are glitter foam sheets. Let me, yeah, sorry guys, these comments, how frustrating. If I miss your comments, I am so sorry. I will go back. Okay, there's one. Hi, Anne. Good morning. Good morning. Again, I apologize. My comments are acting a fool this morning. Which is frustrating when you're doing a live. Hi, Dewey, and you want to engage, and then Facebook filters out most of your comments. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Sue. Okay. So the nice thing is with these nutcrackers, you can use fabric, you can use trims to really kind of cover a lot of real estate. I'm gonna get hot glue on my scissors. Which is nice because these nutcrackers, you know, if you were to cover it all in clay, that would be, you know, a huge feat. So I like to use lots of different trims. Okay, there's our cuffs. Now I feel like I like this trim. And if you don't have a pair of my tweezers, these work great for like holding things down when you're trying to glue. And you don't want to have like unfinished edges. So just find anytime you're, there's a transition between one medium and the other. So this, between the glitter foam sheets and the ribbon, I'm going to be putting this trim. So that trim around the top of the cuff and also this bottom cuff. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning, Christy. Hi, Angie. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. We are doing a patriotic nutcracker. I think this is part 2 or 3. So far, we have taken strips of glitter foam sheet along the bottom. We have glittered the base and the boots. We've put fur ribbon trim along his cuffs. These will get, I have some small rhinestone stars. We've got glitter foam sheets on his pants. His arms, of course, they will be the same on both sides. So we've taken ribbon and cording and strips of glitter foam sheets to do his arms. We're waiting for our ice cream because he's got to have sweet treats and fake bakes on the top of his head, which I thought I was gonna do the red glitter on his hat, but this is like I wasn't thinking. I wanted to do the top first so it would dry and we wouldn't get the flocking on it, but now I'm afraid if I do the glitter, we'll get glitter on it. So we're gonna let that dry and that will be part number 3. Oh, there's my dad. So the trim I got from, okay, I believe these are the trims I'm gonna use. I believe these are from Hobby Lobby. And this trim, I must have gotten, I hope I didn't get it from Joann's. I must have gotten it from Michael's. I don't know. Here's the, that's the SKU. Of course, it's backwards. And then this is the front. If anyone recognizes, I'm hoping it's Michael's, but it might be Joann's. There's nothing on it. Good morning, Jan. So my dad must be out there cutting fields of grass, listening to his daughter make a patriotic nutcracker. So I'm keeping my dad company while he's working. Let me see if there's anything. There's no defining store. So my guess is Michael's. Or Joann's, which Joann's would be sad. But you could probably put in like red, white, and blue cording. Oh, Shelby's got to go tend to the baby. I know I get my grandkids today. I'm so excited. They're going to have a sleepover with Gigi. Okay, do you want to hear the cutest thing? While we're waiting for this to dry. So the other day, my granddaughter, so last week I went to Disney World. We took my 3 grandsons. So I hadn't seen my granddaughters in a week, which is very unusual. But I was having withdrawals. I know those typos, Shelby, they'll get you. So my granddaughters go to a preschool called Wild School. It's out in a park. They build forts. They forage for bugs. They get leaves and rocks and make crafts with them. So it's just as it sounds. They have like a bathroom tent out in the woods. It is Wild School. So we picked them up on Tuesday. We had gotten lunch. When we picked them up, I am not joking, they were head to toe covered in dirt. Covered. Smudges on their face, their whole, like their hands covered in, like they had just been playing in dust and dirt. Their shoes, their legs, I mean, everything. They were covered. So we get wipes. We had brought a picnic, so we got wipes and we just wiped their hands off. Well, as soon as we got to their house, I was like, these girls need baths. So I popped the 2 olders. My daughter took the younger one, put her down for a nap, and I said, I'll wash the girls. So I'm giving them a bath, and they had so much fun, and end of story. So later that night, I get a phone call from my 2-year-old granddaughter. She wants to talk to Gigi. And so we were recounting our day. And I'm like, yeah. And then we came home, and Gigi gave you a bath. And then my 3-year-old granddaughter, she goes, yep, Gigi baptized us. And I just got such a kick that she kind of thought because she got a bath that that Gigi baptized her. So to me, that was just like a little chuckle from a cute little 3-year-old. So anyway, that is my little funny things that kids say. So now she's telling everyone that her Gigi baptized her. So anyway, we're going to wait for this stuff to dry. I could move on to the next thing, but I'm just feeling like things are shedding. I think we just need to let some stuff dry. But next week, we will finish this out. I'm going to make some headway. We'll be glittering the hat, glittering the cupcake topper, and we're almost done. Really, the body is going to just have ribbons and fabric and trim on it. And so yeah, there's we've made good progress. And I hope that if you have a Nutcracker that you've absconded from Walmart, that you turn it into an Uncle Sam Nutcracker. I think we're gonna leave its face. I'll probably do maybe white glitter. I might do some resin eyes on this one. I am not sure. And maybe he'll get a beard. I don't know. Do we feel like Uncle Sam needs a beard? Wow, my dad did 400 acres of cutting hay. Oh, they call you Aunt Gigi? Oh, I love it. I love it, Angie. That is so cute. So my 3-year-old, for a little while, she was calling us Princess Mommy and Princess Gigi. I want to talk to Princess Mommy. Can we call Princess Gigi? Good morning, Lambrina. Hi, Pamela. How are you, my sweet Pam? Okay, guys, so we're going to sign off. Actually, let me give the lineup for today really quick while I have an extra second. Okay, so the lineup for today from 5 to 7 was Shelby with Designs by T-Rex. I need to go back and watch that replay. I was taking an online course this morning that expired at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. So I had to get that in before the course expired. So I missed Shelby this morning. I'm going to go back and watch that replay. So that's the wonderful thing, guys. If you miss your favorite creators, we always have replays, which is so fantastic. At least for 30 days, you have replays. At 8 a.m. was yours truly, Ginger with Glitzy Creations by Ginger. 9 o'clock up right after me is Michelle with Crafty Ma'am. At 10 o'clock is Lydia with Lydia's Creations. 11 o'clock, Cece with Dragonflies and Hearts. 12 o'clock, Teresa with Flowertown Crafts. 2 o'clock, Catherine with Down a Flagstone Path. I am so excited. She's had some health challenges, and I'm so excited to see her going back live again. 3 o'clock, Debbie with Paper Sweeties. 5 o'clock, Kim with Kim's Gifts and Decor. 6 o'clock, Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner. And finishing out our day, my dear bestie, Raymond, the Evercrafter. So a full day. There's a couple little breaks in there, but a great full day of crafting. Let's see if we can get comments back. Yeah, lost a whole bunch of comments. Do you like the Uncle Sam? I mean, Pamela, they're not you know, quite as elaborate as like Paris Nutcrackers. Hi, Vay, how are you? Oh, Lydia. Ooh, are you making, Lydia, are you making it out of one of these? Because, I might have to do that. Like, you've inspired me. Because my kitchen is all nutcrackers. Do I have a white one? Oh, I do. I have an extra white one. Okay, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you're going to do because I'm going to make one as well. I won't teach it because, I mean, you can only teach so many of these because they take a long time. But I am definitely going to make it. Because I have a whole Nutcracker series and a gingerbread or a candy corn Nutcracker will be an amazing addition to my kitchen. Hi, Amanda. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, so Michelle, she better let you up soon. You've got 2 minutes. Have a wonderful day, Linda. I appreciate it. A big Nutcracker. I'm so excited, Lydia. I can't wait to see that because, you know, I will probably do it very similar, but just with the candy corn colors, the yellow, the orange, and the white. Okay, so I'm going to sign off, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm going to seal this so that we can make some progress. Maybe I'll come on. Ooh, you know what I might do? We might finish him on Memorial Day. I don't know if much is going on this Memorial Day. That would be a really fun thing to finish him up. I mean, we'll probably hang out by the pool and eat some fun food, but I know we don't have plans to go anywhere. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Bye, Pam. Miss you, miss you. Okay, so everyone have a fantastic day. Let's head on over to the crafty ma'am, Michelle, and see what fantastic, wonderful inspiration and creation she has for us today. So we'll see you later. Okay, that's right. So there is great stuff going on. I had forgotten about that. That's something that's new. So we'll have to get used to that. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow at, actually my time tomorrow has changed. I'm going to be on with Friday's Fabulous Bakers. I'll be on at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. So I switched times with Teresa. She was so sweet. I want to see my grandson Luke. He has a little soccer camp that he does every Friday, and the times that I've scheduled to go, it has been rained out. So he's only got 2 more weeks left. So if I don't do it this week, I don't want to miss it. So I will be on at a little bit different time tomorrow. Thanks for joining. We will see you over with the crafty ma'am, and have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you guys back here soon.